Today we're talking Cape May Zoo.
Meghan Trainor Timeless Tour. Woo!
And yard sales.
Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to Couple Chat.
Where we
Parents.
discuss topics for you.
Parents. I'm Matt.
I'm Jackie. Let's chat.
We had a pretty crazy week, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Oh, jeez.
We went to the zoo.
Yeah. One of the things we did, yes. So I was at Atlantic City Boat Show for Hahn Films with one of my clients, and we worked it out so that one day you and the family would come down and we'd go to the Cape May Zoo. Mm-hmm. And we went there a long time ago and it was awesome.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Yeah.
One of the best zoos I feel like I've ever been to.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's free.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
It runs on donations only.
Yeah.
So it's really a passion project for those people who work there, which is good and bad. I mean, there's always like a board of directors and a foundation that funds them, but
Yeah.
they also do take donations at the front gate or even like throughout the parks. You can drop an envelope in a pretty cool mailbox. But yeah, no, I remember the first time we went there, it was really rainy.
Yeah.
And like
it was still awesome.
kind of cold because it was
Yeah.
for your birthday. And I just remember like walking around and just being like, wow, this is cool. But like most of the animals are inside because it's wet.
Right.
But this time it was great. It was a perfect day.
Yeah.
The day before was blazing hot. And then this day it was a nice like 72 and
Yeah.
all the animals are out and about and running around and having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. The kids seemed to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Emma was in the stroller for a lot of it at first, and then Nate started running off, so we had to kind of swap.
Yeah.
He went in the stroller, and then Emma was running around, but she would go up to a place and see animals. And I'd tell her what animal it was, and she'd repeat me, camel, and then she'd run. But she's got shorter legs and can't run as fast. She's getting there, though. So she was easier to kind of chase.
She also listens a lot better.
Right now, as of today, maybe.
As of today, your watch just says today on it.
Yep, today. No. Yeah, she's just, she was really interested in a lot of it. She had a good time. They like seeing the monkeys. Yeah. They could care less about a lot of the animals. The giraffes were there and they were running. Like, that was the coolest part. We got to see a giraffe like run in real life. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we were over. It was just me and Emma at that point. We were over by the bison, and they like walked the entire perimeter of like that lake in their encampment. What do you call it? Like, it's not a pen. It's bigger than a pen, right? Whatever. In their area. And they were running around the watering hole that they had. And then they started like running as a pack. And it was so cool. They were just galloping past and like dust was flying up. I felt like I was in Lion King.
Wow.
Like, it was really cool. Yeah. And then they came really close to us. They came like underneath us. So it must have been feeding time or something because they like ran right underneath us and kind of stayed there. But yeah, she loved it. She was just like, oh, they're coming. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. And she's like, I'm scared. And I was like, no, they can't get up here. You're fine. But she was just like so excited.
Was she?
Yeah, she was. And then she was like, pick me up. I want to see. I was like, okay, well, I can't really put you on the fence, obviously, because they tell you not to do that in most places with wild animals like that.
Yeah, don't need was it marimbo situation?
Huh?
Was that gorilla?
I don't remember.
In
Yeah, no.
Florida.
Not with the bison.
No.
Nope. But there was a couple with their daughter next to us, and she was in the stroller, and you know those little snack containers, like with the handles and stuff. Mm-hmm. She dropped it in. Yeah, and it was funny because you heard something hit the ground, and I looked over and you saw the bison like nose it around like he was a dog, and then you saw him lick it a couple times, and then he just walked off. And they're like, well, we're not getting that back. I was like, I mean, I guess you could ask the staff and see if eventually. And they're like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cut all ties. The kid didn't even notice.
Right.
It's one of those things where they have like so much in their lap. But yeah, but it was a great time. And they remodeled the park out front. So if you folks are ever
That was
around,
awesome. Yeah.
that was our ticket out of there.
Yeah.
We told them, we're like,
I think that's probably why Nate was so like anxious to leave.
yeah, probably.
Which is funny because it's like, Nate, we're in a zoo. You've never really been to a zoo. Like we went to the popcorn zoo in like, what is that? Seaside or
That's the Pinelands. That's over in Egg Harbor Township, I think.
Yeah.
It's down south, but it's not as far as Cape May.
Yeah, but it's not great. It's all right.
Yeah. A similar situation. Those animals were all hurt and they were rescued and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with all that. It's just,
yeah,
it's not a great zoo. This one is huge and really good, but yeah.
But we told them zoo first, then playground.
Right.
And we were there at like 3:00 and we didn't leave till like what, 5:30 because of the playground.
Yeah.
And the zoo closes at 4.
Right.
It was, or 4:30. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
So remember how a few episodes ago we had mentioned, you know, some girl named Meghan Trainor, and how we were gonna try and see about going to see her concert and hope that we'd get there. Well, we made it. Woo! Talk a little bit about that. I mean, it was our first time at the Mann Performing Arts Center and seeing a show with my cousin. And
yes.
It was a good time.
Yeah, the Man with 2 N's is in Philly. So you and I have never been there. We've been to Philly plenty of times for shows, but it's always at Wells Fargo Center.
Right.
This was cool because it was like in the middle of Philly. We were worried about it raining.
Yeah.
Which it drizzled a little bit when we were there before, like as we were coming in, but it was like luck. It was lucky that it rained because there was an amazing double rainbow over Philadelphia, and where the Man sits, you can see most of the city, and we got these amazing pictures of these 2 rainbows over the city. It was so cool. It was just an interesting thing. And Meghan Trainor has a song called Rainbow. So she didn't sing it, but her brother was DJing in the beginning and he played it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. We were on the lawn. This venue's similar to PNC in New Jersey, if you know any of you have been to that. But I actually liked it better. Yeah. Just the way it's set up. They have like a big open pavilion basically in the back, like, you know, before you go down to the lawn. Yeah. And it's just like everything's very open. You know, I feel like at PNC, everything's very closed off and gated and it's hard to move around there. Yeah. In this place, it felt like, I don't know.
Relaxed.
Yeah, it really did. But like organized as well.
Yeah. It felt more like a music festival. Yeah. Because like you had all the food trucks and you had the food that the Mann Center was selling and bars and cocktails and drinks and like the merch table was back there. Like it looked like there was no merch. I mean, there was a merch table when you first walked in. Right. Over by the gates in the front. But then there was a merch table back where we were, and that was it. I didn't see like much else. And it's just wild to me. Like, this felt very, like you said, open. It felt very, I don't know, more like chill and relaxed vibes, which was nice. Yeah. It was so funny because, like, I was shocked at the demographic. Like, there were girls, there were kids there from, like, 5 years old and adults up to, like, 50s, 60s. Like, didn't expect that large of a range. But I guess for pop, you do hit all those demographics.
Yeah. And Meghan Trainor, I mean, her being, body positive and just really about like throwing your image away. Like, it's not, not in a negative way, but like, you don't need to worry about those kind of things for somebody like her.
Yeah.
Who's, I mean, that's basically how she got popular, is all about that bass being a song about, like, you don't have to worry about being what, society says you should be.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that she would hit all these. And she's in that spot in her life too, where, she's in her 30s like us. So she can be youthful.
Yeah.
But at the same time be respected as, a young adult.
An artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a young adult, yeah. Yeah, true.
Especially, like, she's so family oriented, which is a big reason why we fell in love with her so quickly. I wasn't really that interested in her for a long time. I mean, all about that bass. It was overplayed. Not a song that, like, I was that interested in. But it wasn't really until Timeless came out that I really started to look into her, and I came to the realization that she's very similar to my ideals and, like, creatively about family. And I relate to her and Daryl Sabara a lot, and I respect them for who they are. And I think that, I was telling you this earlier, especially with people on social media, but, like, I find that, like, these days, because we're all out there, it's hard not to be.
Yeah.
Someone brings you in through their talent.
Right.
Whether it's comedy, music, film, whatever it is. And you stay interested in them because of who they are.
Right.
And it's a lot harder for people to do that now because of social media.
Right.
And but Meghan Trainor is a perfect example of that, because I think I will forever be a fan as long as she puts her family first, because that's, it's beautiful. And I mean, even at the concert, like, they had a little reel play of a photo shoot that they did with her family, and it was beautiful right before they did Timeless. And yeah. So, but what did you think about the concert?
I loved it. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved singing and dancing with my cousin.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was our first concert together.
Yeah, I know. It was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's funny because my first concert was at 16 and she's 17.
Right. Well, she's been to many concerts.
She has. I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's kind of like that full circle thing where it's like, wow.
Well, I guess you both beat me, because I'm pretty sure I was 18 at my first concert.
Oh, there you go.
Because my first concert was Iron Maiden at PNC, and yeah, pretty sure I was 18.
Yeah, mine was Green Day, American Idiot tour at well, now it's MetLife Stadium. It was Giant Stadium back then.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
I bet.
So cool.
I mean, Iron Maiden was awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. I mean,
it was my first pop concert.
Same, which was a bit of an adjustment.
It was different.
Yeah, we're used to bands, and they have a lot to offer on stage because they're a band, their music, you have solos, and every instrument can have a solo. You could bring on different set pieces and do just crazy things, especially like somebody like Iron Maiden.
Yeah, pyrotechnics and
Muppets.
Puppets.
The Muppets come out.
No, puppets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor. She's a pop star. Not discounting her talent. She's amazing, and her voice is spectacular. That's the best part about going to see her.
Right.
Live.
Right.
But, all she really has to offer on stage is, her with her backup dancers.
Which is great.
It's great.
Yeah.
But, I did miss the
fanfare.
More so, the instrumental side of things.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
It's...
Yeah, you didn't see a band.
No, there was no band. Everything was pre-recorded music, really. Which is fine. It's not like it was, it sounded terrible or anything like that. But it's just, it's nice to hear both when you're at a concert. It's like you're hearing live music, you're hearing live vocals.
Yeah.
So in this instance, I guess that's probably hard to do. I don't really know the details.
Neither do I.
But yeah, so that was a bit of an adjustment. Would I see somebody like Meghan Trainor again in concert? I mean, I may see her again because just I believe in her and I just love who she is.
I'd see Taylor Swift.
Anyway,
you have to watch her show because she literally plays the music, sits with the band.
Though.
She'll sit next to the band members.
Okay, so there's a band though.
There's a whole band.
Meghan Trainor didn't have a band.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like she is another level.
I'm sure. I heard she's a great performer. I just don't like her. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not a Swiftie. You aren't either, so don't even try to act like you are.
I am an ally of Taylor Swift.
Go away. You don't even listen to her music. You pretend and you don't.
No, I enjoy her music. I do.
Okay.
I don't go out of my way to
exactly
go to release day or
proven.
download the albums or anything.
You don't listen to it. Anyway, we're not talking about that right now.
No.
So anyway, Meghan Trainor Timeless Tour. It's literally going on right now, and it's a great time.
Yeah.
Definitely go check it out if you're interested in her.
In a city near you.
Yes. All right. What else craziness happened this week? Well, we had a yard sale. And that was a blessing in disguise. I was so on edge about it because I didn't think we were going to be able to get everything together in time.
Yeah.
But, and the worst part is we saw Meghan Trainor and the yard sale was supposed to be that afternoon.
Oh, I would have never been able to do that.
No, it would have been terrible. But then it rained, so they postponed it. But then it was Sunday. We saw Meghan on Saturday, and it was like, oh, we got to get up early and set this up. And I also had to go back to Atlantic City for the final day of the boat show. So there was just a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah.
But we made it happen, right? We got all that stuff out there, and I stayed for a little bit to help you set up and just make sure you were all good before I went down to Atlantic City. And tell us, how was that experience? How did it go? We sold stuff and cleared out our house a bit.
Well, yeah, I feel like I haven't seen that wall in our bedroom and or that part of the floor since we moved in.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing. It's like we cleared a dance floor. It's great.
Right. I said to you, we could put our workout equipment there and work out in our bedroom. That's how much room we have in that space.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still some stuff there, but...
That's closed. That's just stuff I have to go through and put in the kids' dressers.
2 years
Thanks,
later.
neighbors. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Year and a half. Anyway,
not funny. Not at all.
Yeah, but we cleared that space out. We cleared out the basement, so there's a whole new space in the basement now.
Right. We cleared out the kids' closets.
Yeah, the kids' closets.
Yeah.
There are lots of the toys that they just were not using. It's one of those things where it's just, we've set this boundary with them, right? If you're not going to play with the toy, let's give it to another boy and girl who will.
Yeah. Nate is so okay with that.
They're both okay with it. They were fine. When I was going through it and kind of packing them up to sell, they were fine.
Yeah.
But for majority of the day, they were not here, which was really nice. We'll talk about that in a minute. But, it was funny because it made me go back to those days of working in a retail store. Because when you work in a retail store, if people don't buy anything, it's like, oh, well, thanks for coming. Like, all's well that ends well. Like, you're not gonna have what everyone's looking for.
Right.
And with the art sale, it was a similar experience. Like, people were like, oh, sorry, like, gonna go now. And it's like, no, please. Like, I don't have everything. I had a lot of baby stuff. People were not looking for baby stuff.
Yeah.
I had a lot of toddler and kid stuff. Like, okay. And then I had a section of, like, some stuff that people actually did want. You sold a lot of that because it was your electronics and
I had some old electronics. And, I mean, we had a little bit of houseware stuff. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's one of those things where it's not... I don't know. It made me go back into, like, those shoes of being like, no, you're fine. Like...
Yeah.
Trying to make small talk and...
Yeah.
Giving like brief little stories and like details and stuff like that. It felt good. And then the kids came home.
Yeah.
And the art sale was supposed to end around 2:00, right? And I stayed out there till 4 because I was like, heck, there's going to be people still driving around.
Right.
So this is a town-wide yard sale where the entire town, there was about a little over 400 houses involved in this yard sale.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Imagine if we didn't put on a yard sale and we just got to go around and look.
Oh my gosh. the stuff. I mean, people were coming around with their own envelopes of, oh, well, this is the money I've allotted for today. Like, bargaining with me and whatever. But I couldn't imagine the stuff we could have found.
Yeah.
Or seen. Or the houses. Because,
right.
I mean, some people do a yard sale because they're moving out of their house, or like us, they're just trying to get rid of the junk so that they can, see their house again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can only imagine. But then the kids came home and it was funny because I was like, all right, this will be fine. I'll be able to like stay open for like, let's try 30 minutes, right? My aunt stayed with me. So it was me and my aunt and then the 2 kids. And that was okay. And then they weren't okay.
Then they weren't okay.
So, speaking of them being okay with getting rid of things, Emma was like, this mine, the baby. She put it in the tub. She put it in the rocker. She put literally every single toy that they saw, they wanted to play with. They took the suitcase around the entire house, even this morning, because I didn't sell the suitcase. It's sitting in the front yard. Yeah. And Nate's like, oh, why is my suitcase out front? I'm like, 1, it wasn't yours. 2, don't look at it. Just turn away. He's like, but why is there stuff out there? I was like, it's not yours anymore. It's someone else's. It's fine. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good day. I think, I don't know. It made me get that little itch of being like, can I do this? Not for an 8-hour shift. I could not do that again. My legs, my body ached. Like, I was done. You're and then funny. You were like, oh, you're going to the gym tomorrow, right? I went to the gym, though. I did it.
Good.
I stayed
and
on.
So did I today.
Yeah.
And obviously, while you were running the yard sale and I was unfortunately down in AC, the kids were with your parents, and we didn't even realize this, but it was like Grandparents' Day, so they took them to Alair State Park, where they have this cool train museum and a full running train. So they had a blast while they were not with us. So I think it all worked out in the end.
I think so too. It's funny because like, they came home and Nate got a cool conductor hat and a little train. So they come home and they're playing on the carpet that all the toys are laid out on. Yeah. And Nate's driving it along the path on the carpet. And I'm
That's
like,
funny.
I didn't even know you knew that was on this carpet.
Yeah.
Like, of course
they
you could see
with it like once or twice.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in Emma's room and she was an infant to toddler stage. So like, they probably didn't even realize what it was.
Right.
And then they got a new one. So we sold it. Or we tried. But yeah, it was just a really, really busy weekend. Yeah. Right before school started. School started. And
it was like right when school started.
Yeah. And, it's going good.
Yeah.
3 days in and We're going strong.
Yeah.
Only one accident.
As of filming. And it was only P.
Right.
Yeah. And Emma, as of filming, starts her little school thingy tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not full on school, but
she's going to a structured halftime preschool program. Yeah. I'm very excited for her.
Me too.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, maybe that will be something we will talk about next week.
Maybe. Let us know if you want to hear about that, or I don't know. If you have any questions about Meghan Trainor or
yes,
the zoo, we can always give you directions to the zoo.
Put me in the zoo.
Put me in the zoo because I am
you
a
are
wild animal
over here.
I am. No, it's more like a circus.
Kiki Circus? Yeah. But next week we'll probably let you know how Emma's doing and what else we got going on? Seeing some friends this weekend. Long overdue.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Me too.
Can't wait to see them.
Till next time, I'm Matt.
I'm Jackie. Here are the Hahns signing out. Thank you so much for listening to Couple Chat. Make sure to subscribe to us on Spotify or YouTube Music. You could even subscribe to our YouTube channel where you could see this episode in video. Thank you to Hahn Films for editing and producing this episode. Let's chat soon.